Hello people, what's up and how are you doing today? I hope everyone is fine. Thank you for stopping by my channel once again. I appreciate the time you put into my videos. I really do. Thank you so much. And if you happen to be new, you are welcome to my channel. This is the Needle Woman. Feel free to subscribe and also touch the notification bell so that whenever I upload you get notifications concerning that. So for today's tutorial, we're going to be making an adult jumper, and I'll be using this fabric for it. Okay, it's going to be a short, just like a jumpsuit, but this is just a short. So let's just get started. For cutting the lower part, first of all, that's the short. The length of the short is 20 inches. Plus 2 inches standard for fold, that is 22. For the joining, I'll be adding an extra 1 inch. So in all, I'll be taking 23 inches. Okay. Having done that, I will now mark out, using this one as the waistline. I'll mark out my hip line, my crotch line, and then the round leg. Okay, like I always said, for most of us that keep asking me, how do you measure your crotch? I've said it and I'll still repeat it again now. Your crotch is 2 inches below your hip line. Please, your crotch is 2 inches below your hip line. So on your own, determine your hip line and then add 2 inches to it. It becomes your crotch measurement. Okay, all right. Let's not forget I added 1 inch for joining at this upper part. Okay, so my hip line is 9 inches plus this 1 inch I added for joining. It makes it 10 inches, which is here. So now my crotch is going to be 12 inches. I hope this is clear enough. And then the length of the short is 20 inches. Let's not forget again, I added 1 inch for joining here. So I'll now take 21 inches. So this is my waistline, my hip line, my crotch line, the round leg, and then this is 2 inches standard for fold. Okay. Okay, so in order to achieve the hip curve here, I'll be taking away 1 inch from my waistline and then 2 inches at the round leg. It's 2 inches. And then at the waistline, 1 inch. And then I'll connect it just to give us the hip curve. Okay. Having done this, I'll now place my measurement. My waist is 39 divided into 4 will give us 9.75. 9.75. I'll add 2 inches sewing allowance. My hip is 44 divided into 4 will give us 11. I'll add 2 inches. So my lap is 28 inches, whereas the waist and the hip is divided by 4. The lap measurement is divided by 2. Okay, 28 into 2 is 14. I'll just add 1 inch allowance. Okay, now at the round leg, mine is 26 divided into 2 also will give us 13. Okay, I will use 24. Let me use 24 inches, that is 12 inches instead. And then I'll be adding 1 inch extra for allowance. So with all this done, I will now join the markings. Now I'm going to curve this my lap measurement to meet this point and then up to the waistline. Okay. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and cut. So for the back, here we go. Remember what we did earlier was the front short. So for the back, here we go. We just place the front against on a fresh fabric, well laid out. Now on this crotch, you extend that of the back by 1.5 inches. And then at the length here, by 1/2 inch or 1, depends on what you want. And then connect the line first. Okay. Still on the back, at the waistline here, you move away from the front by 1 inch. This is for that. And then connect it to the hip. Okay. Still on the back, you move up by 1 inch at the back. And then you come down by 1/2 inch at the front. so that the back becomes slightly longer than the front. Just the same way we do it in our pencil skirt. Okay, so this is the 1 inch I moved up with. This is ½ inch I removed from the front, so I could just connect the back this way. This is so that when you sit down, you sit comfortably. Alright. Now I'm going to make still a slight curve from here to this point and then to the waistline. If you have your curve, better for you. Okay, so this is all we have to do for the back, and then you go ahead and cut also. Okay, so you see now the back is a little bit longer than the front. We'll now go to the upper part. So for the upper part, here we go. I'll be cutting both the front and the back at the same time. I have here about 1.5 inches as my zip allowance. Okay. So first I'll place my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16, that's 8, but I want to narrow it down a little bit. So I'll be using 14 inches, that is 7. Okay. This is for shoulder slope. This too is for shoulder slope, 3 inches here and then 1 inch here. And then my armhole is 9 inches. I don't want it tight around my armhole. Okay. My bust is 42 divided into 4 will give us 10.5, which is here. And I'll add 2.5 inches allowance. My waist is 39 divided into 4 is 9.75, which is here. 1 inch for that. And then 2.5 inches, just as I added at the upper part. Okay. Now I have to make my armhole connection. All right. For my neckline, I'll use 4.5 inches. And then for the volume, I'll use 6.5 inches for the front. This is my shoulder slope. Okay. First, I want to remove this shoulder slope. Now at the back, look at the front. At the back, I'll go up by 1.5 inches. Okay. All right. So I'll just go ahead and cut. Then for the back, the volume of the neckline, I'll use 5 inches. So that when you are joining it like this, it's this way. Okay, now at this point, if you want to line the upper part, you are free, but I'll just use my bias or lining depending on what I want to line the upper part. Okay, now I've joined the upper part. I hope you see that. The next will be to just join them at the shoulder, close up this place and insert that. Okay, and this is how I'm going to be joining it. Remember, the back is obviously longer than the front. I hope you see it. So this is how I'll be joining it. I'll just insert one into the other. Because I don't want this rough edge to show. That's why I'm doing it this way. So I'll just pick this one, pass it through here. This way. And then sew it. I'll do the same thing at the other side. When I am done, I'll close up this lower part and insert that. Alright, so as you can see, I've done the joining and I've also inserted the dart. You see it's looking very neat. I've also inserted the dart at the back short. Okay. Then for the front, so for pocket, you measure 7 inches. Remember, I added 1 inch extra at this upper part for joining. So instead of measuring 7 inches, I'll now measure 8 inches. I included the 1 inch I added here already. So this is 8 inches. And then you measure 2 inches or 2.5 inches. Let me use 2.5 inches. So this is for the pocket. So I'll be cutting this place off when the time comes for the pocket. Then for the front, I'm going to be removing the pocket first of all. So like we marked it earlier, I'm going to cut off this place. Then I'll be making a replacement for it. So I'll be cutting this too, first of all. Alright, so this is one side of the pocket. This is the second side. Remember, we have two of it here. Okay, this is one side of the pocket. This is the other side. So it's going to sit this way. I hope you see it. So it's going to sit this way. Okay, you can see the opening. So I'll just go ahead, first of all, join this one to this one I already chamfered. Okay, I will join it first of all. I hope you understand. I'm going to stitch the two of them together, okay, but this way. I hope you see, this is the front side, this is the right side, and this is the wrong side. Okay, so placing it on the right side, I will sew it, open it up, top stitch, and then turn it inwards. I hope you understand. When I do that, I'll still show you. Right, now looking at it, you can see I've joined it. I also top stitched on top. Okay, I top stitched on top of the pocket, not on top of our short, on top of the pocket. I hope you see it. Okay, so that it sits this way. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is to join this pocket to this one. So I will join them this way. Okay, I'll just sew from here like this and then turn it. Okay, I hope you understand, so that it gives you this result, something like this. Okay, I hope you see it now. We now have our pocket neatly fixed. All right, you just have to tack it so that it does not shift. Okay, and the next thing will be to join them at the crotch this way. You join from this waistline to the end of this point. Okay, okay, so now having joined it and inserted the dart, you need to make sure that it corresponds with the one at the upper part. Okay, you need to make sure that the dart at the upper part corresponds with that of the short. Okay, with that done, now I will now join the upper part to the lower part, both at the front side and also at the back side. Okay, so as you can see, I've joined it, both the front and the back. Okay, the next thing will be to put the zip at the back. You see the line I made here, this is where I'm going to be inserting the zip. From my waistline, I went down by 7 inches. That stopped me here. Okay, so I'm inserting the zip from this neckline down to this point. Okay, it means I'm going to be closing up from this point to here. Then I will insert the zip. Okay, I've inserted the zip neatly. The second to the last thing we are going to be doing is to join them at the two sides, both the front and the back, using my body measurement, and then close up this round leg, and that will be all. Okay, now if you feel like putting sleeve to your own jumpsuit or jumper, it's okay by you. All right, so if you have sleeve to put, you can then insert your sleeve. So I'll just go right ahead and join them at the two sides, close up the fold the round leg, and that will be all. Okay, I've joined them at the two sides. I've also closed the round leg. So all I need to do now is to just close the crotch area, and that will be all. Okay people, so this is the end result of our tutorial. Check us out. Isn't it beautiful? Am I not looking so gorgeous in it? I urge us, please just follow my step-by-step procedure, and I'm very sure you will arrive at what I arrived at. There are no alterations, there are no adjustments. Okay, just follow the procedure I laid out. Thank you for watching till the end. I sincerely appreciate your time on my channel. Till we meet in my next tutorial, please stay safe, take very good care of yourself, and if you are yet to subscribe, please hit the red icon to subscribe, and also touch the notification bell so that whenever I upload, you get notifications. Once again, stay safe, take care of yourself. I love you, and bye.